Welcome back. It's Wednesday afternoon. I went to my aunt's funeral today down in Carnegie, Oklahoma. She was 79. Rest in peace, Aunt Nelda. And on the way back, we stopped. We saw two sales on a Wednesday. One was an elderly man in a storage unit selling some of his wife's stuff that passed a few years ago. She had a lot of crafting stuff, Stampin' Up. I bought a bunch of Keurig coffee cups for $5. Definitely more expensive than they are in the store. And some drink cups and a few hats, which you'll see here shortly. And then I got this at the next sale. It said free, and then everything else was $1 to $5. And I got a bunch of free stuff you're going to see here shortly. But I got this pen, 14K tip. The last one I saw on this just sold for $200, and I paid $4. I also got this pen, Schaefer 14K tipped, and then this Parker. All these, the two that are 14K tip, 65 to as much as $200, and then the Parker I don't know yet. So I'll be back with the other stuff I got. Now he gave me 3 of them because they're broken, and then the other 2 I paid for, but or 3 I paid for. But this is a vintage Oklahoma Center corduroy. I wish it was Sports Specialties, but it's not. That's the most desirable. So $1 for that one. I gave $1 for this vintage Yamaha in Georgia, and this one's broken, but it says U.S. Navy, and so the snap is broken. I'll figure that out. This one I picked up. The bill is broken on it, but it's Strike King lures. It's vintage, and then this one's broken as well on the snap, but it's a Texas Sesquicentennial. And that is 1986, 150 years, because Texas became a republic in 1836. All right. Then we got to Hinton, Oklahoma, and we saw a sign. It was 3/4 mile east and 1/4 mile north, and we went there. And it said on the sign that a lot of stuff was free. So a lot of the stuff I'm going to show you is free, and even some of the clothing. And then I got clothing when I got inside. And, of course, I always ask, and yeah, there's some serious money in this stuff. It was $1 a piece for every piece of clothing, and I'll tell you if it was a free item, but most of this is $1. A vintage starter, Tennessee Volunteers starter jacket. That's $150 right there for $1. I spent $9 total at the first sale because I bought something for Karen, and then so that was $9, and then at this one I spent $48. It was $47.50, but I let her keep the change, you filthy animal. So there you go. That right there, that jacket will pay for everything. Then I got a bunch of clothes. There's 2 shirts that I'm taking a chance on, and I'm going to have to clean up if they'll clean up. But this one is a Quicksilver vintage long sleeve boarding t-shirt. And she said that a lot of this stuff was her kids. This, I knew as soon as I saw it what it was. It is a sand knit. That's like an 80s, 70s, 80s jersey. This is $150 as well. Drew Bledsoe's number. Yeah. This is, look at the brand. It is vintage USA made. It is a Winnie the Pooh kids jumper. And some of this is kid stuff. So, yep, for $1. For $1. An Abercrombie shirt, polo shirt for $1. Vintage. I don't think there's anything in, well, there's maybe a couple things that aren't vintage, but this one is a golf. I looked this up. There's a bunch listed, but none sold. But it is a single stitch vintage golf t-shirt. Most of them are listed for around $25. This is 1988 kids Texas Rangers with Snoopy. I probably can get, I would say $30 to $40 for that. This is a vintage USA made Red Oak Oklahoma State Cowboys half jersey mesh, $1. I got more than one of these, but these are 90s Chicago Bulls. This one's in really good shape. These are youth sizes, and it's on a Hanes tag. $1. The next one is a set of, it is NBA brand, but it's NBA by Warmer or Warmser. And it is vintage. It is a Jordan Kids top and shorts. And I'll figure that out. This one also needs some cleaning up, but it is on a Delta tag, and it is a Christian themed t-shirt, and it is also single stitch, and these are highly desirable right now. So there you go. Got to wash that, see if I can clean it. This one is double stitched, but it is also on a, I think it's a Hanes tag. No, it's on an Optima Heavy, but another Christian themed Isaiah Passage t-shirt with the crucifixion. This one, the tag's missing, but it is single stitch. It is a Reebok shirt, purple, and this one's in really good shape. I'm going to wash all these. This one looks hand painted. It's on a Jog Togs. It's a kid's sweatshirt with Mickey on it, and from the 80s, 88 or 86. Look at this one. Dream Team, USA made, kids Dream Team. Jordan, Pippen, Bird, all the guys. Yeah, crazy. I wish they weren't kid sizes, but this is an East German, and I didn't know it when I picked it up. It's a vest. It is a military uniform from East Germany with the patch, and the patch, when I Googled it, it comes up that it was somebody that works on planes, like a mechanic. This one is on a Hanes tag, and it's another 90s. Really good condition, Chicago Bulls youth sweatshirt. The next is Eskimo Joe's. And Eskimo Joe shirts and sweatshirts are everywhere in Oklahoma because they're based in Stillwater. But this one's on a Russell Athletic USA made tag. And this baby's probably worth $45 to $50. So there you go. I got to wash it. The next is kind of cool. I don't think it's worth a lot, but it is a Fisher-Price vintage kids little top. The next is a vintage kids Oklahoma Sooners sweatshirt. And that's all the clothing. Try to speed rush to the rest of it. The toys I got, a lot of these were free. Power Rangers. That's 90s, 93, I believe. There's Charles Barkley. Fisher-Price. Another laser. A Bugs Bunny. And a lot of these were either free or 50 cents. That's Garfield. This works. If you know, you know. Not worth much, but I saw it and it was kind of cool. A bunch of patches. Some of these are 70s themed, like Hogs. Sweat Hogs, I'm sorry. Welcome Back, Cotter. CBs. I got this for $19.97 for your bathtub for the kids. A Hawaii wood carved plate. That's probably worth about $25, $30. That's a Ghostbusters Halloween costume, and then a bunch of Sprint magazines. The lady was a school teacher, and she took them and laminated them, but I'm just going to show you some. Welcome Back, Cotter. There's Galactica, Battlestar Galactica. I'm trying to rush through because I'm limited on time. There you go. Sean Cassidy. Kermit's Girlfriend. John Ritter. Some NBA stuff. Ewing. There you go. Sprint magazine. I guess it's like the Scholastic. Wild on Wheels. More. What's Happening? JJ. Oh, no, not JJ. That's not. Yeah. No, not JJ. Yeah, JJ. Yeah. Dynamite. There you go. There you go. And yep. Bionic Woman. I didn't know that one. Here's Chips and Benson. Yep. $48. How did I do? Plus the 9.